Hello everybody, I'm John Golterman and welcome to Heart Alchemy Yoga. This is my friend Maggie Grove. We're really thrilled today to give you and share with you the Five Tibetan Rites. It's an incredible practice that I learned when I was on a yoga retreat in New Mexico about 20 years ago. A gentleman had just returned from the Himalayas and had studied a tribe that had incredible longevity. And he studied what they ate, and this is what they did every morning as a physical practice to stay young. So we're really thrilled to share them with you. So I'm going to do the full expression of the poses and the movements, and Maggie will be showing the modifications and some ways to ease into it, okay? So we start on your back. So you're going to lie down and just rest for a moment, arms at the side, palms up, and just take a moment to let yourself land for just a breath or two. Softening around the heart, shoulders widen, as if your back were a hammock and you're just resting into the hammock of your back. And the first one of the Five Tibetan Rites begins in this position. And basically it's very simple, the lifting of both legs up to a 90-degree angle and both legs down. Now the second part, it happens at the same time as you lift your chin to your chest. This is for the thyroid, for the glandular system, and exhale down. So that happens at the same time. So it's inhale, head up, chin to chest, little choky feeling in the throat, exhale down. Okay, so what I didn't tell you is these Tibetan rites are done 26 repetitions, and there's five exercises. So we'll begin the first one, legs up, chin to chest on the inhale. Begin, please. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. So it's a nice moderate pace. Inhaling up. Not too fast, not too slow. Exhaling down. So there's just a bit of momentum. You really want to press that chin to chest. And then really relax the head down for just a moment. Yeah, and then inhale back up. And Maggie's doing it with her hands underneath her hips to support the lower back. Also, if there's a fatiguing going on, you could do one leg at a time and alternate legs till you get to the 26. And you just build your endurance and capacity over time. And keep tuning into the breath as a part of the movement, integrated as an essential part of the equation of what you're doing. Two more. Last one, inhale, hold. Exhale, relax the legs down, take a moment, take a breath. Now, don't take too long to move on to the second one, so we just roll on up. Now the second one, your body weight is in the hands, palms can be down, fingers forward, or my arms are a little bit short, so I actually use my fingers sideways and get a little bit on my fingertips, slightly, so my palms aren't flat. The inhale is basically a bridge shape. And you let your head relax. You exhale, bring your hips between your hands, flex your feet, and you have your body weight in your arms for a second. Inhale up, and relax, like it's kind of a swing you create with yourself. And you really press your feet down and squeeze your glutes. Exhale down. So you're really waking up your hamstrings. The whole sciatic area is getting supported and awakened. Inhaling up. And this one, you kind of get a rhythm to it. It moves a little more briskly. You might hear little clicks and clacks. That's the joints waking up, the ankles, toes, knees. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And if your hips or your sits bones touch the floor, that's fine. Maggie's letting herself touch the floor in between her hands for just a moment. That's a modification. So that each time she does it, her wrists and arms get a little break. But if you can, keep that strength of the arms engaged. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And relax just for a moment. We move right into the third of the Tibetan Rites. You come onto your knees. This is basically combining camel pose with rabbit pose, if you're familiar in the Hatha tradition. Now, the more advanced sequencing, you would do it with your hands on your heels the whole time. Otherwise, you would just do a back bend and let your head relax back. And then sit down on the exhale and just bow your forehead to the floor with the chin tucked in a little bit. Inhaling, we'll begin. 1. Exhale. This one's a little slower. It's really ready now to awaken the spine, that central channel. The spine is like Fifth Avenue. It's the center of your body. And we don't want traffic jams, so this helps to release traffic from both sides of the spine. And then the more advanced I'll show you, you just keep the hands on the heels, and you have to push the hips through. Sit down, then bow. Hands away from the heels. Then grab the heels, hips through. Exhale, sit down, and bow. Really round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Again, this one we don't want to speed up. If anything, a little slower than the last one. Still very vigorous, even at this pace, but you really feel the whole body throughout. Fill the lungs on the first part. Exhale, navel to spine. Chin to chest, good. Excellent, stay with it. Might really feel it in the front of the thighs, that sort of burning sensation, that's great. We're finishing up now, stay with it. Two more. Last one. Exhale, just for a moment. Sweating already. Great. Roll up through the spine. The fourth one is really combining a downward dog with an upward dog. Really spread the palms, strong arms, spread the fingers, palms flat. Flex the feet. You can move them around a little bit for a second. Let the head hang. You know, you find your comfortable positioning. And then we inhale, hips down, look up. Exhale, into down dog. Inhale. And this one really changes and frees up through the repetition. So you'll feel very different after the 26 repetitions. Inhaling up, exhaling round into down. The calves, Achilles tendon will soften up. Neck, head, and shoulders softening up. This builds tremendous inner fire, purifying and cleansing your whole body. Stay with your breath awareness. Exhale completely in this part. Inhale into the upward dog. Long neck, strong arms, strong through your center, wide shoulders, strong through the thighs and through the hamstrings. One more. Exhale, stretch it out. Now, we're going to walk our feet forward just a little bit, then walk the hands back a little bit. Let yourself hang a moment and roll up through the spine to prepare for the final rite of the Five Tibetan Rites. This one, woo! Oh my God. It's warm in here. This one, you have your hands out like this. You can have Gyan Mudra, which is your fingertips, index finger, thumbs touching. And we're just going to go to the right 26 times. Begin. Now, if there's any toxicity, the sort of liver toxicity, or the body's in a cleansing mode, you might get a little more dizzy or nauseous when you do these spinning. If you need to lie down, you just lie down and work your way up to the 26 rotations. Always to the right. This is the part that the fellow who taught me this said was the magic part, where you reverse the aging process. You go backwards when you spin to the right in time. So I guess he meant never do the left. We don't need to do that. So stay with it. It's okay to get a little bit dizzy, but we're going to go, when you finish the 26 repetitions, you just plop into Savasana. You don't have to fall, but just let yourself kind of just melt down. Keep the breath flowing. Feel where your feet are touching the floor. It keeps you grounded while you spiral to the right. Yeah, so if you keep contact with the floor, keep staying in touch with that, where your feet meet the floor. And then when you're ready, we're just gonna land in Savasana. You just find your mat, go right to your back, because you feel a lot. And then you close your eyes, and everything just softens, and you really let yourself have the support of the floor. Your circulation, respiration will normalize. And have a nice, generous Savasana as long as you can. This is where your body's receiving and renewing itself, receiving energy, unrestricted circulation. Open to receive.